Yo, what's up guys? Hayden McCann here. Today I'm going to be talking about an interesting one. So, you hear a lot about guys who go to the gym just to try to impress girls, and that's basically what I'm going to be talking about. And you hear about it a fair bit, here and there, and I think that there's a lot of things that motivate us, and motivation is everywhere, and I think there's a lot of guys out there who you hear about these guys who just go to the gym just to try to get girls, and it's a good motivator. And I'm not talking about things like breakups and things like that. What I'm talking about is the sole purpose of I want to get girls, so I'm going to go to the gym, and I'm going to talk about why it just doesn't work. Why it doesn't last long term, and it doesn't have enough driving force behind that reason to go to the gym that's going to allow you to push hard in the gym, get those last few reps out when you're feeling it, when it's really killing it on that last set, and you're really trying to push out those last few reps. You're not gonna push yourself that hard. You're not gonna be scrunching up your face and pushing hard almost to failure. Making that muscle work and reaching those goals like that, because you don't have those kind of goals. So say you have a guy who's going to the gym, he has a load of goals for himself, maybe wants to compete, maybe wants to do a bit on social media, he has a goal physique that he wants to get, a goal weight maybe, a goal look in the mirror, he wants to lose fat, or he wants to get aesthetic, get a great physique. And then you just have the guy whose main motivation to go to the gym is just to get chicks. Well, the guy who has a load of goals for himself is going to get there way quicker, and the guy who just wants to get chicks is not going to be pushing himself that hard. He's not going to be scrunching up that face, pushing out those last few reps, really working the muscle, really thinking about it, really pushing himself hard. He's not going to do that because he might not really even enjoy the gym. He's just kind of going because I want to try to get in good shape so that I can get some girls. Well, it's just not going to last long term, and he's not going to reach those goals that he might even have. He might have like a little ideal, I want to get this because then I'll get more girls or whatever. It just doesn't work. And my point of view from the beginning, I wasn't even thinking about girls. It was more just emotional drive and motivation for myself, because I looked in the mirror and I didn't like what I saw. I just needed to change. I didn't just want to change, I needed it. So that's the difference between real goals and real goal setting, and the motivation that you need to change your look, and change whatever, and set these goals for yourself, whatever it may be. So there's a lot of motivation all around us, and you need to try to, you can get some motivation from girls, especially if you go through a breakup. Breakups are great for motivation, so you can use that as motivation, that's good. But if it's just to get girls, guys, you shouldn't even be caring what girls think. Who cares what that chick thinks? Stop it. You don't need to worry about what girls think. I don't care what girls think. You should be worried about what girls think of whatever you post or whatever you do, or you shouldn't be worrying too much about this. The reason I started was nothing to do with girls. And of course, girls love a guy with a great physique, a guy with great muscle, and that's for sure. Anyone who says differently is lying, because I used to be skinny and I used to not get a lot of attention, but then when I got a great physique, things all changed. So of course, girls like it, but if that's your only reason for going to the gym, it's just not ideal. It's not going to get you to where you want to be, because one of the reasons I keep going to the gym every day is because I love it. I couldn't imagine my life without the gym. I love the gym, and it makes my life feel complete. And you really need to find a way to enjoy your workouts and make it a part of your lifestyle. That's the main thing. So going to the gym for girls, you shouldn't even be thinking about what girls think. You shouldn't even care. I don't care what girls think. I don't care if girls don't like what I post, or girls don't really like me me doing this or looking like that, or you know, maybe having a little bit like too much muscle or whatever. I don't care, you know, it doesn't bother me. And you should, it's stuff what girls think. You should just be yourself and do what you want to do, regardless of whatever. You know, it doesn't matter what girls think. It doesn't matter what that girl thinks, what that girl thinks. It doesn't matter. And you should be doing it for yourself. You should be having goals for yourself and setting personal goals, whatever it is. And it doesn't even have to be, you know, building muscle. It could be anything. It could be, you know, pushing heavyweight. If you want to lift bench heavy, then that's your goal. You do that. But if it's, you know, losing fat or, you know, building muscle, getting aesthetic, getting a good physique, then you should be, you know, setting these goals for yourself and working, putting in that effort for yourself. Because what else are you going to do to try and impress girls? If you're willing to put in that effort to go to the gym just to get girls, well, what else are you going to do? Are you going to go and buy a car that you can't afford? A lot of guys do that. A lot of guys spend loads of money on cars and, you know, trying to impress that person who doesn't care about them alongside the road, or trying to impress girls and things like that. And I've made that mistake too. I bought a pretty nice ute, and you know, it was pretty much, it just didn't satisfy me that much. I'd rather spend that money going on vacation, going on holidays, and actually making life experiences which are going to take with me for the rest of my life. The motivating factor behind you going to the gym, it's not powerful enough. It's not emotional. It's not giving yourself enough reason to really need to change. You're not looking at yourself in the mirror and thinking, I don't want to be skinny, or I don't want to be fat, or I'm not liking the way I look. And you know, there needs to be some kind of like a motivational, emotional force behind it in order for you to actually really change. And this is why a lot of, you know, as a personal trainer, you can't really help someone who doesn't want to change. If they don't want to change, then they're not going to change. So they have to want to change themselves first, or else nothing's really going to change. And you know, you see people in the gym all the time who go there every day, but they just don't change. They look no different. A year passes, they look the same. 2 years pass, they look the same. So it's really just comes down to how much you want it, how much, you know, what sort of goals you have. And I just, you know, think, just to put that out there, you know, it's not all about goals, man. There's more to life. And you know, you know, we all go through that phase of chasing girls. A lot of guys do it. You know, I did, and I'll go into that in another video. But you know, there's loads of guys out there who still do it. And you know, it's just as soon as you can get over that shit, you can start focusing on success and achievements. That's really what's gonna accelerate your life and make your life more fulfilling. So yeah, something to think about.